Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roster United. I am your host, Ethan. We're going to be ranking today all of the Spider-Verse characters. All this information I have made in our website, and that is where I'm going to talk about. That's where all my stats are. So if you want to follow along, of course, you can always go to our website, which is rosterunited.boxmode.io. Great place to make a website, and not just that. I've done a website there, the website that I just said, and it's really easy to do. I like it a lot, and of course, I put all my stats and stuff like that. Now, before I continue, I've noticed I haven't yet put the villain stats in the website yet, but I am close to there. Sorry, it making the villains. I want to make the villain stats different from the hero stats, and I want to make them. I want to make them better. And of course, they're villains, so you can't really count the symbols. You have to count their abilities and stuff like that, and it's hard to do. Um, I've been doing things here and there, so I just need some time. I definitely will at least put Red Skull at the weekend or at the end of this week. 100%. Uh, I'm sure of it. So yeah, please bear with me on that. Other than that, we're going to be ranking Spider-Verse expansion. We hope you enjoy. If you don't know the characters I'm going to be talking about, I would please, pretty please, I would beg you to stop this episode right now and listen to episode 7, which is the part 1. And if you've already listened to them, well, then listen to part 2 so you can so you can uh, know all the characters and their stats that I have said. I don't want to explain everything. I just want to say, hey, you know what? This character's cool. I like him. His stats are great. Stuff like that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin here with our number 4 character. We're going to start from least to greatest. So, number 4. Now, you'll have seen me talking about this character and how not that good experience he is, and not really that good stats at all in his abilities. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Spider Ham. Now, of course, if you don't know who Spider Ham, excuse me, is, he's a big pig, and he's like a spider. If you don't know his stats or his abilities, always go to the part 2, I believe, the part 2 episode where I talk about Spider Ham and Ghost Spider. So please stay tuned to that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to that episode. Anyway, Spider Ham, I didn't think he's really that good. His abilities are good. I can't lie. They're great. He's a really good hitter. He can move a little. He doesn't really have that much heroics, really. Not just that, his team play is not the best. And I have played with Spider Ham, and I gotta say, I was just let down. I mean, I controlled Miles Morales, Ghost Spider, and Spider Ham in a game, the solo game. And I was going up against Green Goblin, and I just saw every turn Spider Ham win. I'm like, wow, he's just carrying the team down. He's just going down. He only has like lots of one symbol cards, and it's just not good. I mean, I'm trying to move to a location, and he puts out. I have to put a move card, but it's only one symbol. So I gotta waste a turn moving with air and then doing my action, and it just stinks. I've had a bad experience with Spider Ham. Honestly, I would probably never play with him again, unless somebody told me to, or I just feel like it. But that'll take lots and lots of guts for me just to play with him again. Not saying that you're a bad character, Spider Ham, but in the game, you clearly are. So yeah, I'm super sorry about that. But Spider Ham, very funny character, really cool. But I mean, come on, man, you gotta be better in the game. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 is Miles Morales. Miles Morales, I think he is really, really solid. But he's not solid enough like the other characters are in this expansion. Miles Morales is good. He can do lots of hits. He can save lots of people. He has above average. He's an above average in wilds, but he has one of the all-time lowest moves ever in a stat in with these characters. Like, I mean, he only has 2 move symbols. Can you believe that? And that stinks because with his stats, how he's working out with those stats, he can't really move. He can't use those stats at all because he can't hardly move. And instead of, another player wanting to be somebody, that they like and they can't really move, well, he's like, well, they got to pick a character to move because Miles Morales ain't going to do a lot of moving. He's going to do lots of everything else. His abilities are really good. His abilities are actually better than Spider-Ham's. But that's it. He doesn't have any moves. So, yeah, it's not that good. It's not that good. Miles Morales is an okay team player. He's actually average with those 2 symbol cards, unlike Spider-Ham was. And yeah, I really liked his abilities, Web and Venom Strike. They kind of remind me of Spider-Ham's abilities in a way. But honestly, Spider Morales, no, excuse me, Miles Morales, he's honestly a really, really good and really decent character, and I like him. But the problem is, he's not the best. Sadly, he is not the best, or he's not second or first, because these next 2 characters I'm going to talk to you about are better in a way. So the thing that really killed Miles Morales here, this character, was his moves and his abilities. They're really selfish. So stuff like that. Alrighty. Let's go to number 2, shall we? Number 2, we got Spider-Man. Now he has, he's kind of he's almost like a Miles Morales, but he can do everything almost. He's almost like an all-around character in a way. So, for example, Spider-Man, he can move a lot in this game. He's got 7 moves. Like, oh my goodness. He can hit really decent. He has the ability to rescue people. He's got that heroic symbols. He has an average number of wilds, which is really good. His abilities are great. Actually, I'm reading through his abilities right now. He has those abilities that like make his stats better. So instead of 7 moves with his ability, he can make it like 10 moves, you know, or his hits. Instead of 4 hits, it can turn to 8 hits with his ability, stuff like that. And it's really good. It's not really that good of a team play, kind of thing. But, definitely if there's, just times where the board is just filled up with civilians and thugs, or Green Goblin's attacking you, or any other villain is attacking you, we see here clearly that Spider-Man can get around, and with his abilities he can actually be a lot better. And he might not be such a big team player, even though he does have 6 2 symbol cards, which is really good, above average. But yeah, just personally for me, he's really good. He can move around the whole board. He can hit. He can save. Again, really good team player. I just like Spider-Man, but he's number 2. So who's number 1? Ghost Spider. I think Ghost Spider is pretty cool because I like her abilities. She is amazing. She can move around. She can do a little hitting. She can save lots of people. And she's got 3 wilds too. So believe it or not, that's pretty good. Her abilities, really great. She can swap 2 threat cards and play. Aerobatic Fighter. She can defeat all thugs in your location. See, that is great. She's a great hero. She's a really good heroic / move character. I like her powers. She's a pretty good team player. Maybe not as good as Spider-Man, but she's good. She's got 5 2 symbol cards out of 12. I do wish though she did have a little bit more hits. That's for sure. Because um, I just think just a little bit more hits, and that would have been fine. I think. But Ghost Spider is really good. She's flexible with everything. She can do everything. Her abilities can really save. Uh, you know, like can save the day. You can defeat a whole location of thugs, which is good. For example, as when you're playing against Ultron or Loki or anybody like that give out lots of thugs, she can take them out. She's almost like a mini Hulk version kind of character, but can do much more. I really like Ghost Spider. Now you might be wondering, why isn't Spider-Man number one? Well, in a way, he is, but he isn't. I've had great experience with Ghost Spider. I have played with Ghost Spider probably more than 5 times now, and I really like Ghost Spider. And I've had a good experience with Ghost Spider. She did really good. Her ability is phenomenal. Her stats really helped the team a lot, especially with the two simple cards. Spider Man, on the other hand, he had a really it was almost like we had a connection while we're playing. It was good. He did great, but I just thought my experience was a little better playing with Ghost Spider, because right now, with Ghost Spider, I am undefeated with her. Well, with Spider Man, I have lost twice. And it's not, totally his fault, but, sometimes I just wish, man, you just, you, ugh, you know, I'm just like, you should have had more heroics. You should have had that ability sooner and stuff like that. On the other side, Ghost Spider can just do much more things and stuff like that. Miles Morales, of course, can hit and do heroics, but the movement is really hard. So teaming them up with like a Hulk or with Iron Man or even Spider Man too, that's a really good combination. Spider Ham needs all the help he can get. Just because his stats are good, but a little better. He needs a little work on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, ranking them through all again is number 1 Ghost Spider, number 2 Spider Man, number 3 Miles Morales, and number 4 Spider Ham. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been Roster United. Thank you very much for listening. We have just ranked all of our Spider-Man characters, or excuse me, Spider-Verse characters expansion. And next we are going to go through the expansion called Tales of Asgard, which contain Thor, Beta Ray Bill, Korg, and Valkyrie. And we're gonna have something I never thought would happen, but it did. Alrighty. See you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for hearing, and please have a great rest of your day or night.